Hello and welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley, and for the next hour we are going to practice our conversational English by talking about travel, vacation travel, going to the beach, travel plans. Basically, I'm trying to incorporate in the class talking in a very practical conversational manner uh, things we've learned in the last two classes today. Actually, the class before last, we learned vocabulary related to beaches, beach vacations. And last class, we concentrated on using future tenses, future simple. So, yeah, we're going to talk about future travel plans, and we'll also talk about past travel. We'll practice maybe students can recommend travel locations within their own country or travel locations abroad. So a number of elements, some elements that we've been looking at today here on Verbling Together, and some additional elements that we can use to practice our conversational skills. Okay. All right. Obviously, conversation class, I need somebody to talk to. So come on in and join me. We'll get started. I love to travel, so I like to talk about travel. So join me if you like to travel as well. I find that most English speakers, English language learners are also travelers. I don't have any statistics to back that up, but in my experience, most are. So if you like to travel and you want to recommend some locations or get some recommendations, places to travel, come join me and practice your English at the same time. Okay, it's a conversation class, so I can't really talk to myself about this. Okay. In addition to practicing our conversation, we may learn a little vocabulary along the way. In addition, of course, I will be giving you feedback every time you speak. If there's any problems with your sentence construction or grammar, and I will suggest perhaps more appropriate vocabulary if or when necessary. We will, of course, be practicing a little description. Of course, you're talking about travel places, and also, of course, opinion. So this is a real mixed bag with lots of different elements. I'll be asking you questions, and basically I'll be looking for all kinds of things: past tense, future tense, description, opinion. So come on in and join me in what I think will be a very useful conversation for those who are preparing for IELTS, TOEFL, or CAE, or FCE, or TOEIC, or basically any of these multitude of standardized English exams. This is great practice for you because travel is a very common topic for all of these exams. Okay, here we go. Here's a world traveler. Hello, Heidi.
Hello,
welcome
nice to
class.
see you again.
Okay, well, all right. I'm fishing for travelers, and I caught a big one. Hi,
Cat.
Heidi.
Cat.
Okay, good to see you. Now, Heidi. Speaking of travelers, I thought you were hosting a traveler.
Yeah, I love traveling.
I know you love traveling, but aren't you hosting a traveler? Aren't you hosting your
That's right. Yeah,
sister?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here next Monday. Next Monday morning.
Oh, they haven't arrived yet.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I'm cleaning my house, so I'm quite busy.
right.
You were alone, so suddenly I signed up.
Okay. All right.
But
Okay.
humor class, it means very cheap, cheap one. There are two subscriptions, you know.
Mm-hmm.
One is unlimited, but I chose limited, only 10
Ah,
days
right.
a month.
Right. There's a number of choices to
Mhm.
subscribe here at Verbally.
Yeah.
Thanks for the free advertisement, honey. Okay. All right. If others are traveling and they're staying at your house, you are hosting them.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
There's
right. Travelers will come here.
Sure. Okay. Great. We've been joined by Anna Christina. Hello, Anna. Hi, Anna.
Hello, Ugly. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing well. We're going to have a conversation about traveling. Do you like to travel?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you ever been abroad?
What?
Have you ever been abroad?
Broad?
Abroad, with an A in front. Abroad. That's in English. That means out of your country. Have you ever been to another country besides your home country?
Um, yeah, teacher.
Travel abroad.
It's exciting.
It's exciting. Well, yes, it is. Uh, okay. All right. Um, First of all, we're going to talk about traveling abroad. Most certainly, I definitely want to talk about that. But I'd like to start by talking about places in your own home countries that you would recommend. I want to get some value here for myself and other viewers and students. I would like you to tell me about a great place to visit in your own country. Heidi, starting with you, and Anna, where'd you go? Come on back. There she is. Okay.
Yeah.
Heidi, I'll start with you.
Yeah.
If I go to Japan, where do I have to go. I need to go. I should go.
I recommended you last month. Oh, cherry blossoms are fully bloomed. It's very beautiful. But the next time, maybe autumn season is very good. Very beautiful. You can see the very beautiful autumn leaves.
Uh,
I'm living in a condo. There are 500 residents here, and families living. So it means over 2,000 residents here. So this condo has guest room. You can stay in that guest room at very reasonable price.
oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. Okay, I have to. All right, that's very good. Thank you for your recommendation.
Yeah.
I have to tell you that I'm a kind of a mountains kind of guy.
And this place is very close to the station, only 5 or 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can reach Osaka or Kyoto, both, in 30 minutes. In Kyoto, there are many temples and a mountain, so you can
Aha.
see autumn leaves, very beautiful.
Ah, okay. Well, there you go. That's kind of my style, hiking through the mountains. I'm not big on shopping.
Yeah.
I don't really care about going to the city and going shopping. I just don't, not something I do when I'm on holiday. But I like to hike some mountains and nature, visit natural areas.
Yeah,
Mhm.
many mountains are kind of sacred, belong to the temples. So it's
Ah.
speaking natural nature.
Oh, that works out nicely, doesn't it? Great. Okay. Very good. One more question, okay, before I go to talk to Anna for a minute. It's always been one kind of one thing on my bucket list. Do you know what a bucket list is, Heidi?
I don't know. Kick the bucket.
No, yeah, well, it has to do with that. It is related to that. Um, Sometimes it's very often that something to do with travel is on your on your bucket list. A bucket list is,
Adventurous? No.
well, things that you want, maybe adventurous, maybe not, maybe unusual, but things that you want to do before you die, before you kick the bucket. That's
Uh-huh.
your bucket list. One of them is skydiving. I've been making arrangements to do that. I think sometime in the next few months. But one of my items, Heidi, on my bucket list is to hike Mount Fuji. I don't know
Oh,
why, but I've always been fascinated. It's such a
yeah.
picturesque and
Mount
beautiful mountain.
Fuji is very beautiful. But
Hmm.
I recommend you to see from the far place, not climb up. Actually, if you climb up the mountain, maybe you will be disappointed.
Really?
Yeah, very close to the top. There are no trees, only stones, and people climb up. Many people, over several thousand people, several thousand people climb up in summer season. They throw away a can or a pet bottles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, quite dirty.
Oh, well, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
All right. But the best, or really the only time to climb up would be in the summer season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very crowded. Like
It's very crowded.
going
Well, all right. Maybe I'll have to go to Mount Kilimanjaro. I'm not doing Everest. I'm just too
Everest
past that.
very dangerous.
Yeah,
No.
I'm not going. I'm not doing that. I have some limits. I do like adventure and taking risk, but I have limits. For example, I'll go skydiving, but I'm not going to wear one of those Batman suits and jump off a cliff like those crazy guys. I'm never doing that. Okay, I have my limits. Okay, all right. Anyway, that was fun. Uh, Anna Christina. Okay, Anna Christina, in your country, if I come to your country, what do I absolutely have to see or do? What can you recommend?
In my country, I can, or I would like recommend you visit our beaches. We have beautiful beaches, museums. We have an interesting history. Uh, uh, Cartagena is a city with a lot of an interesting history about our culture. If you want to understand about our culture, you can visit Cartagena and Santa Marta.
Okay.
It's a excellent weather here. The people is friendly. It's a great city.
Okay. The people are friendly.
Yeah, the people are. Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
Okay. And also careful pronunciation. Always be careful of pronunciation of beaches, of course.
Beach or beaches? How is
Beach.
okay?
Oh, plural. You can beaches can be plural. Beaches or
Mm-hmm.
beach. I want to go to the beach if you're talking
Beach,
about it in general. There
beach.
are many beaches in my country. It can be plural. All right. And also history. All
History,
right. Be careful of that. And culture.
culture.
Careful of the pronunciations. All right. Now, someone, a compatriot of yours. Do you know what that means? Compatriot? You know that word, Anna? Compatriot?
Compatriot. Yeah.
Someone else from your country. So actually, this is a very common word to use when you're traveling. If you meet other people from your country, you could say, "Oh, I met a compatriot." Okay, you're both from the same country. A compatriot of yours told me about an island, and now I can't remember. It's San something. Now I can't remember it. And he told me quite a bit about it. It sounded very, very remarkable and beautiful. Um, what is it now? I can't remember what it is. San, not Angeles, San. Do you know what I'm talking about? An island just off the coast in the Caribbean. Can you help, Anna, Christina? Do you have any idea what
Mm,
I'm talking about?
no.
You don't? Okay, shoot. I have it somewhere in my many, many, many notes. I've written it down, but I wrote it down because it sounded awesome to me. But I don't know where it is in all my notes. But okay. Anyway, uh, no, I can't find it right off the bat. No. Okay. So you have no idea. All right. All right. Uh, okay. How about now? I have a question for you. In Colombia, I was mentioning to Heidi that I love to hike. I'd love to hike Mount Fuji. Are there mountains to hike, or is it dangerous?
No. It's normal.
It's
It's
normal.
normal. Yeah, it's normal. Only you have uh, if you show your money or maybe you show your jewels, or maybe the thief is dangerous. Is no, it's
Yeah.
good,
Well,
but
well,
I think it's normal.
okay.
It's
Well,
normal.
I don't have any money or jewels, and I don't buy drugs, so I guess no problem.
No, maybe you have a beautiful watch, or maybe you have a beautiful
No.
uh,
No, I
a
don't.
headset, a beautiful and a good headset is no, teacher, is
Okay.
normal, is normal.
Okay.
Here the police take care a lot of the tourists.
Okay. All right. Well, that's very good. Great. Great news. Good advertising for Colombia. Great job.
Yeah, yeah. Teacher, right now
Yeah.
here in my country, we have a lot of American people here. We have Corpus Peace. We have volunteers teaching English here. When you walk on the street, you can see the different American people
Hmm.
here. They
Right.
like they like the city.
Well, that's what I've heard. Frankly, in the past, Colombia was considered by Americans, at least, to be quite dangerous, and I have heard that, in fact, things have changed a lot. Um, it's much more cosmopolitan, much tourist friendly. Everything you're saying confirms what I have heard, that it has
The news
developed a
didn't
lot.
the news didn't say the truth. The news sometimes say the different form the thing, but if you come in here, you can't understand that is
Yeah,
different.
yeah. Oh, I can very much relate to that because I'm an American and I live in the Philippines, and I sometimes I read reports about, oh, the Philippines is so dangerous. Frankly, I feel a lot less dangerous here in the Philippines than I would in New York City or New Orleans or Detroit. or Los Angeles. It's much safer here than it is in the United States, so it's kind of crazy. One person gets kidnapped, really, 1,200 kilometers away in the southern part of the Philippines, and the newspapers make a big deal about it. Oh, it's so dangerous. But, you know, that's crazy because 100 people a day get shot in Detroit. Why is it dangerous here but not there? Anyway, I know what you mean. The media tends to really exaggerate things. I totally understand that. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for those recommendations about traveling in your countries, in your native countries, in your homeland. Let's talk favorites. Favorites abroad. All right, you've both been abroad, so we could talk about this. Heidi, what is your favorite, or maybe favorites? Maybe you like a couple or 3 different places abroad for different reasons. I know I do. I couldn't pick one favorite, but what is a favorite or some favorite places that you have been to abroad?
I've already visited 13 countries.
13?
13 countries.
That's unlucky.
I prefer Italy because I visited Italy for 7 times maybe. Italy or France. I don't like Spain so much. I
Okay.
don't like Canada so much.
Really? What? I'm sorry, but why do you not like Canada?
I visited Vancouver once.
Oh yeah, Vancouver. Okay.
It was very clean, and there the big forest. Food is the same, but not humanized. How can I say?
Urbanized, maybe. Is that it?
Normal, and they are not so much friendly.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Yeah. Maybe not.
Um,
Interesting.
a little
Okay.
cool.
So you prefer Italy. Can you tell us why you prefer Italy, or maybe what particular areas of Italy?
Anywhere, the same, almost the same. I like Sicily. People are very friendly. But even other places, they are very friendly. For example, I was walking down the street in front of the shops. Many cases, old men or old women staying on that chair, looking the passersby.
Mm-hmm.
And they always said, buongiorno,
Yeah.
even though I don't know of them.
Right. That's always yeah, I like that.
They're very cute.
They're very cute. Okay. Terrific. All right. If I only had a few days to spend in Italy, where should I go? Sicily or Palermo? I mean, there's so many places to go in Italy. I don't know how you would choose.
I prefer going to the countryside. Italy has the shape of boot, and that city is like heel of the boot,
Mm-hmm.
very edge of Italy. So
Right.
many cities still remain old style. So depends on the towns, the facilities are much different.
Right. Okay.
For example, one place before they were living in a cave, inside of a cave. So, and another
Really?
place, that time they had a king. King dominated that town.
Oh. Okay.
King is very selfish. They are not. They are not allowed. They were not allowed to construct table house. So king sometimes wander around the city, town. So if they come here, they can what say disconstruct the house quickly. How to say?
Deconstruct, take it apart.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Deconstruct. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
that would be
So
correct.
they constructed with stones, layered stones.
Okay.
So the shape is like sugar pot. Very cute.
Hmm. Interesting. I've never heard about. I never heard about this before. Okay.
The
Very
name is
interesting.
the name is alberberro. Alberberro means beautiful tree.
Oh, okay. Very interesting. All right. Well, that's a very interesting recommendation, and yeah. Okay. Note to self. I'd like to check that out a little more. Okay. Something I was totally ignorant about. I had no idea about. Very interesting. Okay. Let me ask Anna Christina. How about your world travels? What's your favorite, or maybe a couple of your favorites, places that you've been?
My favorite places for travel.
Yeah, outside your country, abroad again.
Yeah, maybe. Um, mm, oh, Peru, Peru, Maracaibo, Venezuela. Peru is great for the different places, history places, and the food is delicious. The people is friendly, it's good. Maracaibo, I travel one or two or twice every month because I am doing a master degree there.
Huh?
It's beautiful, it's good, um, and it's my favorite. I enjoy when I am when I am there. When I am there, the hotel
Uh,
are great.
okay. What is it called again?
Maracaibo,
Hmm, So,
Venezuela.
so fast. Maracaro. What? I, give me a
Maracaibo.
Maracayo. Okay.
When you speak English, you speak so fast too.
Yeah, well, okay. I can say the same thing about Spanish speakers. When they speak Spanish, I can't keep up. I know a little Spanish, but I can't possibly keep up. And I know it's the same the other way. I understand that. Uh, one note: historical places, adjective. So historical places. Um, I know what you mean about. I've never been to Peru, but I've met many Peruvians. I used to work with Peruvian students. We had two or four for they would come and work where I worked for about 6 months for quite a few years. Anyway, very friendly, super friendly people.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, yeah, very pleasant. Right, yeah, I would like to go to Peru as well.
Yeah, I don't like their
Right.
music. Their music is
Really?
noise.
Really? What?
Yeah,
I have
no, the
no
dance.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, I don't know. I have no experience with Peruvian music. Why
Hmm.
is it? Are you talking about like folk music or?
No, no, the music is um, I didn't like. It's different. The party are no. I prefer spending time in the different sports. But in the party, no, I don't recommend you.
Okay.
The food is great. It's excellent, the food.
Food is great, but you don't recommend the parties. See, I've heard, just heard that Peruvian nightclubs are pretty wild and loud and crazy. Is that true?
No, it's boring.
It's boring.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Compared to Colombia.
I didn't find sense. Colombia is
Okay.
maybe in my city the people like so much the party. Do you know about Carnaval de Barranquilla?
No, I do not. Could you
It's the
explain?
it's the best party here in my country. Is known around the world. In the carnivals, the people coming to Barranquilla is excellent. Maybe you can look or maybe yeah,
What's it called again?
Carnaval de Barranquilla.
Okay, Carnival. Okay. Uh, and is this around? Is this like Mardi Gras, Carnival, Ash Wednesday before Lent? Is this part of that tradition? Is it right before Lent season, before Easter?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, I see.
yeah, you know.
Yeah, there's another one on my bucket list. I'd love to go to Rio, which has a very famous carnival. I've been to New Orleans has of course Mardi Gras, which is basically the same idea. I've been there for that. That's crazy. Don't go there, by the way. I would not recommend. One travel experience I don't recommend, Mardi Gras in New Orleans. It's fun if you like a big party, but it's also packed. You're just packed with people. The city's just, it's like a city of a million people with 50 million people in it. It's ridiculously packed. Oh, there we go. Thank you. That's what I need. There we go. All right, a link so that I can look at it after class when I have some time. Perfect. Great. Thank you very much. There we go. All right, I've got it. All right, I'll take a look at that after class. Great. Okay. Uh, let's let's talk a little bit about. Let's try some future tense. Let's talk a little bit about where we want to go. Uh, in the future, Heidi, where is a place where is a place you haven't been that you would like to go?
Mhm. Yeah, actually, I'm interested in some Muslim countries, but now the countries are very dangerous. ISIS the grass, they will aim Japanese.
Well,
I don't want to be kidnapped.
yeah. Well, they're aimed at every.
Supposed to be aware that
I believe
orange,
if they
orange,
had their.
orange clothes.
Yeah, I don't know if it's especially Japanese. I just think it's humans. I I think they want to kill every human on Earth, is what I think, uh, which seems highly illogical to me. But hey, anyway, uh, yeah, I I think it would be interesting to go to maybe Dubai or uh, one of those ridiculously fast-growing, almost futuristic
Yeah,
cities.
Dubai. I went to Dubai on the airport, inside the
You
airport.
did.
Yes, to change my airplane.
Okay.
Mhm.
Could you see anything from the airport? I have no idea.
Airport is very big, and there are many shops,
Yeah, I've heard that.
even sushi restaurant, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh, let's talk airports for a minute. What is your, okay, this is actually interesting. What is your favorite or most interesting airport? you've ever been in? You've traveled a lot.
Maybe Amsterdam. Yes, yes,
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Mm.
Oh, I've never been there. What? Why? Decided.
I heard Amsterdam Airport, international airport, is the biggest. Schiphol, yeah, Schiphol Airport. It's biggest in Europe.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's understandable. It's very central. I did not know that.
And there are many shops inside the airport.
Okay.
I enjoy shopping.
All right. What's the worst airport you've ever been in?
Worst airport. Canada was very good. Oh, Philippines.
Manila. I was going to say, I was going to say my worst airport is either Manila Airport or Newark Airport in New Jersey, United States.
Even though it was international airport, but for example, a bathroom
Yeah.
for female, only 6 or 7. So always queue in front of the bathroom.
Yeah, this is true. I'll vouch for you there. Yeah, it's Manila Airport. It's nothing to brag about. That's for
And
sure.
no restaurants.
Yeah, there's no facilities. There's no restaurants. There's have like one duty free shop, and that's the
Yeah, that's
extent of it.
not enough.
Yeah.
Even the duty free shop.
Yeah, and that's it. And they have they have one place to change your money, and then it's the last time I was there, there was the first time, actually, not the last time. The first time I flew into Manila, I had, of course, no Philippines money, pesos, and they have like one place to change your money, but there's nobody there. I waited for like 45 minutes and nobody showed up. They're like gone to lunch or something. Shoot, man. How do I get out of this place? Yeah, not really all that hospitable, you know?
And
Not very welcoming.
staff are very strange. For example, my friend, we separated in the Manila airport because she would go to Tokyo. We are for the Kansas airport.
Mm-hmm.
And once we lost her, then we are looking for her. We are sure she rode on a different airplane going to South Korea. She sat on her seat. Then other person came to her. This
Oh boy.
this seat is mine. No, no. This number is mine. Both had an argument, but
Oh my God.
actually she made a mistake. She wrote on a different airplane. Korean Air.
Oh wow.
But it's
Unbelievable.
responsibility of the staff, airport staff, right?
You would think they would catch that kind of a mistake.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, just write on a piece of paper with a crayon. Here's my ticket. Let me on. How crazy. Yeah, that's a crazy story, really. Okay. Very funny. I liked Singapore airport. Have you ever been there, Heidi?
Yeah, my sister went there once. She said it's very beautiful and wide.
It is. It's amazing, actually. It's amazing. They have like a supermarket at the airport. It's the weirdest thing. Like a whole supermarket. You go food shopping for the week at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Little unusual, actually. But they have everything. They have nightclubs. You can go watch a band and dance. And
Oh, there are many restaurants inside.
yeah, and many restaurants. Yeah,
Oh, different
Yeah, yeah.
from Philippines.
yeah. It's quite completely different. Absolutely, entirely different. Yeah. Yeah, you could go to Singapore and spend days in the airport and never leave.
Oh.
It's funny. Okay. Anyway, all right, Anna, Christina. Okay. What I wanted to ask is about places that you want to visit. We got sidetracked talking about airports. Airports are interesting. Anna Christina, where would you like to travel to in the future? What are your
I
Your hopes.
I would like to travel to United States. I would like to know United States. It's my project. Maybe in 2 years, I will go to the United States, and but I needed to learn English first. I
Are you
need
working
to
on it?
learn.
Okay. Where do you want
Yeah.
to go? Where would you like to go in the U.S.? Because it's a big
I would
country.
like to I would like to go to teach Spanish there, but I need to speak English good.
You would like to go to what? Where?
I would like to go to the United States
Right.
because I would like to teach
Teach Spanish.
Spanish
Yeah. Okay.
language. Yeah.
All right. So,
Um,
uh, where? But where? Because I'll tell you something. The Midwest is a lot different. It might as well be a different country from the East Coast, and then the West Coast, California, is a lot different from Texas, to say the least. They're like
I
completely
would
different
like
countries.
I would like to go Canada. I would like to
Canada.
go
Yeah.
California, New York.
Yeah. Okay. All right. A lot different. Even in California, even if you go to California, believe me, for example, the two biggest cities, even the three, San Francisco, more north, and then Los Angeles, and then San Diego, they are so very different from each other, really. Completely different places. Personally, I love San Francisco. I hate Los Angeles. I can't stand it. I
Why?
really don't. I don't like it at all. Well, a couple reasons. One is the layout of the city. Unlike San Francisco or New York City, where you have Manhattan, you have a concentrated city with skyscrapers, and this is the city in New York. It's very easy to get around. First, second, third, fourth, fifth Avenue. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, all the way up to 180th Street. It's very simple. The tall buildings, it's easy to get around, and you don't need a car at all in New York City. In fact, it's more of a detriment to have a car. It's easier to get around without a car. Los Angeles, however, it's impossible to do anything without a car. And the city's like, it's all tangled up, and it's spread out over 50 miles. It's like 80 kilometers from one end to the other, and you don't know where anything is, and you have to take a car. It's kind of a pain in the neck. It's a really wide spread out city. It's very strange. And additionally, the people. Now, okay, people criticize New York City people being
Sorry,
kind
sorry.
of
What
yeah,
does it mean? A pay in the neck?
pain in the neck. It's a pain in the neck. A pain in the neck means something is very inconvenient. If something's a pain in the neck, something or someone, Heidi, someone can also be a pain in the neck. Stop being such a pain in the neck. The We don't really say it, but the underlying idea is that they are inconveniencing us in some way. That's basically the idea. So Los Angeles is more or less kind of inconvenient. It's really difficult to get around. Um, yeah, and frankly, the people. They say the people in New York City are rude, which they kind of are. They're very direct and maybe a little rude, but once you get to know them, that's just the way they are. They're not really like evil. But Los Angeles, the people are so fake and plastic and concerned with, they're very, very shallow. Everything's about your appearance. The beautiful people, they all think they're beautiful. They're all posing. Do I look good? Do I look good like this? Do I look good here? I mean, that's basically the kind of, they're not all like that. It's a generalization, but it's Hollywood. and it's all like they're acting on a stage. No one's real. It's hard to find real people. Everyone's trying to be an actress or an actor. I don't know. La La Land. In the Americas call it La La Land. Like la 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 fantasy. It's not my style. I'm not into fashion at all. I don't, the whole Hollywood television shows that say what the actors and actresses do, that kind of stuff. I don't watch those at all. I find them ridiculously boring. But in New York, in Los Angeles, that's what people talk about in real life, and I find it very superficial and boring.
Yeah, once I went to New York, I
Yeah.
bought a lot of things. There are 5 or 6 cashiers. We were we were in the long queue, then waiting for the cashier. But suddenly, man came here. And, hi, what are you doing after job like that? And she said, maybe my imagination. She said, oh, I'm going to somewhere. Let's go to the coffee shop or something. So they are talking to each other. Cassia didn't do her job. I thought they are very
Yeah. Okay. Start conducting some personal business and make you wait. Yeah. Okay. Well.
different from Japanese cashiers.
Right. Yeah. Well. Okay. I believe that. I totally believe that story. I like New York, though. I do like New York. I lived there for several years, actually. So it's always something going on in New York. That's it. It's very appropriate. The city that never sleeps. There's always something going on. Something, friends or somebody's dragging you to one thing or another all the time. Okay. Okay, Anna Christina, just, talking about United States, just whatever you do, avoid the Midwest. Just don't go there. That would be my recommendation. My best vacation, speaking of travel, that I have ever taken, I took my car with camping equipment, and I took 3 months to cross the United States from the East Coast. Actually, from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast, and I went. My route was I would go west, then back north, then south, then back east. I went the most twisted ball of yarn kind of route you've ever seen. It took me 3 months, but that was the best trip I ever took. It was awesome. That's the way to see United States. If you just go into New York City for a couple days, you have not seen United States. You've seen 0.5% of United States. So there's a lot to see. Anna Christina, have you ever taken a road trip? Do you know what I mean? Road trip. Okay. Now see, this is what I just described. A road trip. You get in a car and you drive for thousands of miles, or at least hundreds of miles, hundreds of kilometers. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you like that, or some people hate it?
Yeah, I hate it too.
You
It's
hate it?
terrible, teacher. You feel really bad. It's
Oh, no.
uncomfortable. You sit for 7 or maybe 8 hours. No, I hate
You hate it.
that kind of of trip. I
Okay.
prefer the airplane.
Each to his own. I absolutely love taking a road trip especially with a couple good friends.
Yeah, teacher, but I imagine that's 2 or 3 hours, but 5 or 6,
8 or
7 or
10 or
eight is
18.
terrible. I don't believe it, teacher.
Oh no, I love it. I do love it. When I take a vacation, I don't plan anything. So I drive. I even don't drive just the highway. I drive different off the highway, less taken highways. Oh, look, here's something interesting. Let's stop here. That's what I do when I travel. I just
Maybe
play it by ear.
here in
So
Colombia we don't have interesting no is interesting. We don't have interesting view when you go
mhm.
in the road trip. Maybe it's different in different in your country.
Maybe,
I
maybe.
I think
Heidi,
so.
let me ask Heidi. Heidi, do you ever take road trips? Some people hate them. It's okay. Some people hate them. Some people, I love them. Anna
Yeah,
hates them.
I
How
did
about you?
once in Germany.
In
Where are
Germany?
you
Oh,
from, Heidi?
My sister was living in Germany that time, and summer vacation. She was still a university student. She was studying German language. Then she stayed in Germany for over 1 month in the school, language school. Then end of the school, I visited Germany. Then we wandered around Germany by car,
cool. Or
outbound.
I think that would be cool. I would love to do that. Yeah, was it cool or did you enjoy it or was
Yeah, we
it
enjoyed.
torture?
At first, Frankfurt, there are 8, 10, 12 lanes. Very confusing.
Hmm. Okay. And of course, the Autobahn is world famous because you can drive as fast as you want. Is that
Yeah,
true?
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The other side of the speed was limited, but the countryside, no limitation.
Right. Okay.
We were rented in Volkswagen. How to say in English?
What's that again?
Um, German said Volkswagen.
You're right. Okay. Volkswagen. It's
Volkswagen, yeah, very small one.
Volkswagen.
So
Yeah.
even though my sister, what say, put speed up, limitation was 135 kilometer. It's limit. Then
Yeah.
there are many fast cars um, came from the behind. Every time we need to share the street for them. They overpace us. Phew, very fast.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, Volkswagen. Okay, not exactly a sports car.
Yeah, yeah. Very slow
Right.
and cheap.
Right.
Only price.
Very funny. Yeah. Yeah, in Japan, do people travel the speed limit? Are they careful about going the speed limit in Japan?
Maximum is 100 kilometers per hour.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
And are people careful about obeying the law?
Yes, my husband.
Yeah. Okay, your husband is. All right. Here in the Philippines, generally speaking, people are nobody speeds really, or if they speed just slightly, slightly, slightly. But in
Mm.
America, it's very normal. In fact, it's widely known by everyone. Everyone knows that the police will not stop you unless you're going 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. So if
Mm.
you're traveling 9 miles an hour over the speed limit, whatever it is, wherever you are, you're perfectly safe from the police and getting a ticket. And everybody knows it. So you see the speed limit is 50, that means you can go 59.
Yeah,
If the
yeah.
speed limit's 65 miles per hour, that means you can go 74. No
Yeah,
problem.
same as
And
Japan. Even though it's 100 kilometers limitation, but maybe and we can make a speed until 115 kilometer or 12.
okay. All right, so bump it up a little. Okay.
12 is dangerous.
Okay. So just bump it up a little. Raise it
We
a little. Bump
we
it up.
go with masked police car. How to say? They hide
On
themselves.
right, right. Uh-huh.
if they find some car, very dangerous driver, suddenly they put siren on the roof.
Right. Okay, so I see. That's an undercover
Undercover. Hmm.
undercover police car. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. In the United States, you have to beware of something called a speed trap.
Hmm.
Is designed, for example, the speed limit will be 50 miles an hour, and then only 20 meters later, it will be 20 miles an hour. So
Hmm.
there's almost no way you could even slow down in time. And then there will be a policeman waiting behind the new slow sign. Oh, you were still going 30 miles an hour. That's a speed trap.
Yeah.
Right. It's kind of a small town, it's horrible, really. Terrible thing. Yeah, shouldn't be legal, but yeah, if you travel to America, one thing, everyone speeds. If you're driving, if you happen to rent a car, you drive, everyone speeds. In some places, New Jersey Turnpike, Garden State Parkway, Route 5 in Los Angeles, you basically you're in trouble if you're not speeding, going really fast, because there's people don't have time to overtake you. There's, like Heidi was saying with the Autobahn, there's like 12 lanes and people are all going 140 kilometers an hour. If you're going 80 kilometers an hour and it's packed, it's like bumper to bumper. The cars are only 1 meter apart, one behind another. If you move and suddenly you move lanes and the car's only going 80 kilometers an hour, wham! It's very dangerous to not speed, actually. Okay, anyway, thank you, ladies, for talking to me today. I am out of time, and I'm starving. It's time for my lunch, so I'm going to say
Thank
goodbye
you.
now. Thank you.